Hey YouTube, it's XYCHRO again, and I'm here with 3 tough questions for atheists. The first question it concerns evolution and the evolution of religious thought and belief. And my question is, if religious belief is a product of social and biological evolution, the concept of the supernatural, the concept that the self can survive mortal death, the concept that invisible spirits are active in our world, and paying attention to this can increase your chances of survival. If all these beliefs have come about because they applied survival benefits to the organisms and groups that possess them, then who is more evolved, the religious or the irreligious? The second question is this: given that most models predict the universe will end, somewhat violently by our standards, well, is life then why is life not ultimately pointless? Of course, human life has a point for the foreseeable future, but in the end, if everything dies in heat death or a big crunch, all of our achievements essentially come to naught, and all of our records of ever existing vanish. Then what is the point? If there is no transcendence above the material world, essentially what is the point, if there is one? Of course, it's valid that there is no point ultimately, but what is the point ultimately? And this is one that's kind of uses some sci-fi elements that'll probably come true soon, and that's when does human life actually begin? Because if it's not at conception, then I really have a hard time determining when that human life begins. To say that human life begins when the baby is born isn't really a valid argument, because babies can be born many months before the labor date and survive with the aid of technology. And babies can be born, of course they're born at the labor date, and there's zero chance of survival on its own. Nothing. Unless, some Romulus and Remus type wolves come along and nurse the kid along. But I'm going to put the survival chances at 0, okay? Now, and also, soon researchers will probably have, what sci-fi is usually termed an exo-womb. And this is going to fill the market for women who are infertile and couples who are infertile, and probably eventually, for couples who just don't want to go through childbirth and have stretch marks and all the health complications, you can just, donate the blood. It goes into the exo-womb, and 9 months later, the microwave dinger goes off, and your child is available for pickup. So soon, mankind will have, through the aid of technology, will have complete control over the entire course of a human life. So my question is, when does a human being become a human being, if not at the conception? Because pretty soon I think some legal requirements are going to be mandated to prevent problems in our future. But anyway, those are my 3 tough questions for atheists, or my crack at them, and that is, who's more evolved, the religious or the irreligious? Is human existence and human life ultimately pointless? And if not, why not? And when does the human life actually begin? Thanks, and have a good time answering them.